So today, let's actually use the Qwen3.8-27B model. We hook it up with the agent. So we'll be using one of the latest released agent harness from Deepseek called Deepseek Harness. Before we get started, I wanted to quickly introduce a website I have been working on. It's aggregated AI router that's for some of the best Chinese large language models.
AGI Everywhere API, one endpoint for the Chinese models that actually matter. GLM, Kimi, DeepSeek, Minimax, Mimo, Qwen. All OpenAI compatible. 10 models, 6 providers, 1 endpoint, 1 AI key. Smart routing, automatic retries, usage analytics. You pick a model, send a request, pay 1 bill. agieverywhere.com. 1 API, 0 lock-in.
So here it is. It have a really cool website, and the installation is pretty easy. So basically, we will be using it on this local machine here, and npx at deepseek-ai/dsh and web, and press enter. If it's your first time, it will take a little while to download the package, install, and after that, it will show you there is a local host URL. You can copy that and just go to your enter. So you can see it will have that, right? So this is some of my previous trying. So we will do it live here to start a new session. So this is a pretty standard way. You see that on the center. You can see that on the center there is a text box that you can interact with the harness. You can select the workspace. So here you can give it the access level, for example, read only, write, or full access. And on the right side, you can see that there is a selection drop down. So here is where you can basically select the model. So for example, I already set it up for the DeepSeek official API, Flash or Pro, and also here is my local 5090. So here you will need to set it up if you start fresh. On the left bottom, there is a setting. Click on that. It will open the settings. You can see that there is the general here where you can basically tune it up. You can set it up like appearance. And the most important one is the second menu is here, the models here. So in here, you can input your DeepSeek API key. You can create a custom models for example, for the llama.cpp. So that's where I created that. So for example, you can take a look at that. So you will need to enter the base URL. This is one depend on where it is. So if it's on the network, you will need a IP for that. If it's basically on the same machine, you can use the local host here. And this is the port you defined when you start the llama.cpp server. And this is the v1 here, should be the same. And on the bottom one, you will see that you need to specify the model name. So, and after that, you can apply that. All right. So this is also very easy to set up. And also, most importantly, I will also show you that how I started my llama.cpp server, which will serve the Qwen3.8-27B model. I also had a quick article that if you want to take a look at it. So this is on my medium.com account. So here I specify how you can basically use the llama.cpp to run the model locally. So here is a quick command that you can take a look at it. That also I also explained what each flag is and why they are important. So here we are. And also if you want to take a look at to compare the 3090 versus 5090 running the same model, you can take a look at my previous video. So I had some deeper dive on comparing the two. So you can see how it's actually different for the two cards. Let's go back to the terminal. And the last one is the reasoning effort to make it medium. I'm going to press enter. Okay, so we see that on the bottom side, the GPU is now loading the model onto the VRAM. Alright, we see the VRAM is now at 25 gigabytes, and we see the server is ready. So let's go back to our harness, Deepseek harness, and you can basically create a new directory, and we can start to interact with the model. And meanwhile, we can directly see on the left side so what's actually going on with the GPU, and also what's going on with the server. There will be some logging printed out on the server. So pretty cool. So let's try get the weather for major cities in China today, and press enter. There's a send message button here. So now on the left side, you see the terminal is started to print out the login information, and on the right, we see that it just started the tool, just think part, and do some web search here. And we see the GPU is at about 90% utilization, and from the terminal, we can also see that what's going on with the decoder. So decoder here is quite high at 162 tokens per second, right? So this one is pretty high. Yeah, and on the right side, it's just printed out, just so fast. All right, and it completed the task, just started some of the web search, and also tried to use the API to get the information needed. And so it will here shows us some of the information for major cities in China. So I think China is really hot these days, right? It's about 26 in Beijing. Shanghai is like 30 Celsius. Guangzhou is like 29. So that's pretty cool. And scroll down, we can also see that the Deepseek harness printed out some nice information for the session. So for example, the token decode speed is at 155 tokens per second. Wow, that's amazing. The catch hit is at 74%, and we can see that that's completely. This is one is also completely like locally. I think you see from the GPU here, from the terminal here. The only thing that's not local is because it needed to reach out to the internet for lots of information. So this one is not local, but however, the other part are all local. And also we can see how amazing the performance is, right? So basically, 155 tokens per second it's really nice because lots of commercial API cannot be as fast as this one. So it's pretty cool. And so next we can following up to ask it to draw a nice chart for it. So basically we want to directly compare them on the same chart, right? So let's just see how the model can handle that. Yeah, we see that the thinking part is just so fast. And it started to use some of the Python library. So this one is Matplotlib. If you are not familiar yet, it's one of the popular charting library in Python. And meanwhile, we see that the GPU is working actually really hard. Alright, so we'll take a look at that. Okay, so once we open the workspace and we see that there's a chart, double click on that, and then we can see the chart has been made. So this one is all the information the agent fetched earlier. We see that it's listed all of them, and it's like a nice bar chart to compare them directly. Wow, that's great, right? So how fast it is. All right. Yeah, so I think that's a quick demo to show you how to use the Qwen3.8 locally with your AI agent. And we also see the performance on that. I think that shows it very nicely. And we can even follow up. And one thing I want to mention is that because of the local agent, currently one of the pain point is the length of context. So once the session goes really long, there is like the input output will increase significantly. So that may make it difficult. However, I think usually you can try to start a new session. I think that's a nice way. Okay. All right. Regardless, I think this is a pretty awesome experience, especially the capability of the Qwen3.8-27B model. Some benchmarking, it even surpasses the OPS 4.8. So that's how awesome it is, right? All right. So I hope you find this video useful. Please give it a try and let me know how it goes. Thank you very much. I'll see you in next one. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumb up and share it. Please subscribe to the channel for future content. Thank you for your support. Goodbye.